Hello and welcome to this training. In this training, we are going to see how we can create a slideshow, like the one that we have here on the start page. And as you can see here, this is the slideshow, and every image is a banner. So let's jump to Magento admin, and as you can see here, we don't have any slideshow. Actually, the one that I have here on the start page is a cached one. So if I reload the start page, I don't have it anymore. So let's go back to Magento admin, and here in the menu we have banner slider, and then we have manage sliders. Actually, in your case, you might have the banner slider section inside of content, which is in here. But in my current version that I have, it's right here out in the menu. So let's go to manage sliders, and let's add a new slider. So let's first add a name for the slideshow, for example, start page slideshow, and we can then decide if we want to show the title on the start page or not. In this case, I actually don't want to, so let's keep it clean. And I of course want to keep the slider status to enable, and then we can select slider mode, and usually I recommend to have the responsive slider because it's 2016 right now. And when you select one of the sliders, you can actually click the preview button to see how it will look like, and this is the one that I want. But you could also select another one and then click preview, and this would then look like this, where we have the thumbnails below. So let's select the first flex slider 1, and the sort type I actually want to set it to orderly because I want to have full control of the position of each banner, of each image in the slide. And the animation effect, I'm going to change it to fade, and the speed of each sliding banner I'm keeping to 4,500 milliseconds. And currently I'm just going to set the position to homepage content top. There are many different ways of including a slideshow to a page. If we go into banner slider and then settings, we have a couple of predefined ways of adding the slideshow to a page. Then we of course have our own module in Vimo, the Vimo CMS module, where we can add a slideshow to the start page. But for now, since I don't have anything else installed, I'm just going to use this position. And if I go to banner of slider, we can see that we don't yet have any banner, but we're going to upload them. And what I'm going to do is to save this slideshow. So I'm going to click the save and continue edit button. And now we can see that I have a new button called create banner. So let's click this one. This will then open a new pop-up. And I'm not sure why it's not working. So I have just reloaded the page, and here goes the name for the first banner. Let's just call it image 1. And I want to keep the status to enable, and I want to assign this banner to the slideshow that I'm working with, and currently I only have one slider, so let's keep it. If I want, I can add an alt text for SEO purposes, for example Pablo's first image, and if I want, I can enter a URL. So let's add cooking.html, which is one of the URL keys of my store. So I don't need to specify it like this, or www.pablo.com/cooking. So just keep it like this. If you want to link the image to an external domain, for example, let's take hello pablo.sc, then I would need to use the HTTP tag in the beginning. But if it's just an internal link, just specify the URL key or the URL path that comes after. For example, it could be man slash and then tops.html. Then select the banner image that we want to upload. I have a couple of ones here, and then let's add the starting time. I'm going to select yesterday and an ending time, and I'm just going to select something in the future, like this for example. And that's it. I can then click save and close. And if I go to banner of slider, we now see that I have this first slideshow here. Of course, another way of adding a banner is to go to manage banners and then add a new banner and then do the same here. So let's select, for example, image 2 and add this to this slideshow and upload the second image, just the date and something in the future. I guess that in the future the ending time should not be required, so that it will always be set to something else in the future. And let's add one more banner, banner 3, and then let's upload the last image. And save this. So now if I go to the start page, I might need to clear my cache. Yes, I do. So let's go to System, Tools, Cache Management, then flush our Magento cache. And if I'm quick enough, I can then reload the start page. And voila, here we go. So here we have the first image, the second one, and the last one. And if I hover the first image, we can see that if I click here, it goes to men/tops.html, and I wonder why it doesn't work, and that is because the URL should be this. So let's copy this. Let's go back to the image. I can either edit this one, or I can go to manage sliders, to my slider, then banner of slider, and then let's edit this one, and let's change the URL path to this, and then save this. I can of course here also change the position of my slides. So maybe I want to have this one as position 1, then this one 2, and then as number 3. Now if I go to my cache to flush it, I should be able to see the changes now on the start page. So what happened now? Let's go back to my slideshow. So for some reason I only have 2 images. I'm missing this one, so let's go back to this one and edit it. And let's see, I have a date. Let's use yesterday's date. I have something in the future. Let's select something here. And it's enabled, so it should appear. Let's save it again. And let's clear the cache again. And here we go. So the second image, as you can see here, if I now click it, it goes to the corresponding category page, which is this one. And that was it. Now you know how to create a new slide, how to create banners, and how to assign the banners to the slide. Thank you for watching, and see you again.